So you want to know one of the most heavily debated and somewhat controversial concepts of our generation, the question of deity. Unfortunately, I may not be able to give you a definite answer, which I'll explain later. So, is God real? Or what? But before even answering that question, we need to define our terms. We must ask the question, what/who is God? Traditionally, there are 8 concepts of God that can thankfully help us with that. The first one being God is a transcendent, meaning he's beyond our ordinary world. The second one being God is immanent, meaning God is within us. Next we have God as totally immanent, meaning God is everything. Another one being God as a universal spirit, meaning the spirit acts within us. There's also God as a process, meaning he's still in the process of becoming. There's also God as a transcendent, meaning he has no human attributes. Another way to describe God is an unknown object, and a true commitment involves a leap of faith and not trying to prove anything. And the last one, and probably the most common one, is God is a moral being, meaning he makes good choices. So are you gonna tell me if God is real? Well, before we can do that, we should discuss the 3 major sects of the question of deity. Let's start with the first section, theism. Theists believe that God, according to their definition, is real, and they also believe in a soul. Theists can also be linked to concepts such as idealism and theological perspective on free will. Unless you believe in the definition as God as an unknown object of faith, there should be some proof backing up the existence of God. That's where our boy St. Anselm comes into play with the ontological perspective. St. Anselm uses a deductive argument technique to explain his views on God. The first premise he uses is that God is all perfect, and the second is that if God is perfect, then he must have the perfection of existence. Therefore, God exists. This argument can be easily rebutted. For instance, Immanuel Kant sees a flaw in the second premise, stating that existence isn't a perfection. St. Thomas Aquinas also provides proofs as to why God exists. To briefly explain some of his arguments, the first one he uses is motion. He believes that motion causes motion, and the first person to cause this motion is God. Another argument he uses is causality is also used to explain why God exists. He believes that events cause events, but there must be a person to start the first event, and that person is God.